question is, if you're in the retirement plan and you get married afterwards. Yeah, if you get married, if you have kids, and anytime you add dependents, they would be covered. The question is, if you die between the ages of 50 and 54, no, your wife would then have to go on COBRA. The plan is specifically tied to the participant status. Yep, yes sir. I'm going to watch you, okay? The question is if participant is 62 and your spouse is 65, no. Once that spouse is Medicare eligible, there's no coordination. She's Medicare.
She's strictly Medicare.
Correct. There's no coordination.
The plan cannot be used as a supplement.
Cannot. It is not a Medicare supplement. Yep. Finally, I got the question I was waiting on. Jeez. Question is, how does, actually that specific question was, how does Obamacare, I like to call it healthcare reform, but anyways, how does healthcare reform impact your plan? In the short term, the way it impacted it was we changed the definition of dependents consistent with the plan, so it included dependents up to the age of 26. And we also got rid of the lifetime max. So those changes have already happened. Your plan never had pre-existing conditions, and so that, that's a big change that didn't impact your fund. So those have been done, they will stay. In 2014 is when the next kind of wave of healthcare reform comes in. And the single biggest thing it'll do is it'll create what's called state exchanges, where people will be subsidized to go buy insurance. The fund will not, it doesn't appear, will not have access to those subsidies, which I think is disappointing. So I think it'll put some pressure on, particularly at the bargaining level, as to continuing to contribute in the fund when employers can go out and get it subsidized through the government. I think it'll also put some pressure on retiree plans, because as long as there's those exchanges out there where people can get it, I think funds will see less of a need to have a retirement plan. So those are hypothetical. The real changes have already happened. Frankly, if they had gone the other way and overturned it, I don't think what fund would have changed. So those changes are kind of in there already. By the way, I had 6 different $5 bets that it was going to be upheld on a 6-3 vote, but I still collected.